The today's topic is disaster management. First of all, let us understand what is the meaning of the word disaster. Disaster is nothing but any great tragedy which happens for any human being. It may be caused either by nature or by human made mistakes is called disaster. So in this term, when we discuss about the management, how to safeguard ourselves from any disaster which causes huge damage for us at various levels. For example, as I told you earlier, the disasters can be of two categories. One is natural, the other one is man-made. When we call the natural disasters, the natural disaster may be an earthquake, a cyclone. Then we can call any massive earthquakes resulting in tsunami or any massive cyclones resulting in earthquakes. All these things can be part and parcel of the natural disasters. When any natural disaster happens, we cannot stop or control the nature. So when we can't stop and control the nature, how can we do the management of a disaster? For that we have a good example. In 2013, October, we had cyclone Phylline hitting Andhra and Orissa states, which started near Thailand, and later on it moved on towards the upper west, northwest, and stopped near Bay of Bengal, nearby to Orissa and Andhra Pradesh region, where it was expected it is going to be a very huge cyclone, and initially it showed the resemblances of tsunami effect, but the Orissa government has responded very fast and quick with the support of the central government, and even in the Andhra region, Andhra government in the coastal areas has evacuated the places of the people which are inhabited in the coastal regions, and they are able to reduce the human loss to a larger extent. Yes, of course, the damage of the property was nearly in billions, but the human loss was reduced mere to less than 100, where it was a great achievement for the Indians. More than 1 million population were evacuated, and the UN sent a special appreciation to the Chief Minister of Odisha or Oriya, Mr. Naveen Patnaik, on a special note for handling the natural disaster in a very pleasant and completely less human loss manner, which was not even done in a developed nation like United States of America. So human man-made disasters are other category, but natural disasters, only thing what we can do is we can safeguard the human lives and if possible the properties. If not, at least to reduce the loss of the humans is the best major thing what we can do in regards to the disasters which are caused by the nature. And next, moving on to second category of man-made disasters or the human-made disaster. The man-made disaster or the human-made disaster is first because of the actions which are made by the human beings, the disaster is growing on day by day. We ourselves grow the danger, and one day it mounts up and blows up out completely. So here first one is the unplanned growth of the cities. The cities are increasing randomly, rapidly, in so fast manner that earlier city was restricted only to certain regions, but today the cities are expanding in such a way they are covering the nearby districts and making them as an outer ring region and making it a part of larger city, larger city, larger city. So this unplanned growth of the city is shooting up the troubles. This is one man-made reasons for the troubles. Next, there is no proper drainage system at all in the city. which is resulting in even a small rain would attract the huge flow of water on the roads, which would trouble the people by walking or for the vehicles and everything, because this is having some manholes where the water has to go inside. And there are instances which happened in Hyderabad where the people, while walking in the rainwater, went missing and found as dead bodies in the drainage manholes, where it was really a disastrous situation. And then we have the increased growth of population. As per the statistics, every second we have 6 children born and 3 children are dead. And China is able to control our population to rapidly very low level, whereas Indian population is growing rapidly very fast, and it is expected that out of every 5 members in the world population, the 5th one can be claimed to be an Indian. So the growth of population is really worrying. With the growth of population, the natural resources are not growing. So the same natural resources are to be shared by the 121 crore population, which is growing day by day. So the natural resources are becoming less scarce. The financial resources are becoming less for the families. Obviously, this would result in the families to take up some extra businesses or moving on to the antisocial elements, or it would result in any kind of form of development, because everybody needs to survive. Everybody has to stay happily in this world. So there are many reasons for the disasters, and especially when we discuss about the human made disasters, which we can control by ourselves by following certain precautions, that if they are planned properly and if they are followed properly, these disasters can be controlled. Whereas the natural disasters which cannot be controlled can only be taken care, and human loss can be reduced if they are responded at proper time. But when it comes to human disasters, you can execute your plan properly, and do's and don'ts will help us a lot to safeguard our society from dangerous disasters. Now, moving on to the accidents related to disasters. Accidents related disasters. How does an accident cause damage for us? As we all know, we have different people staying in different corners of the world. As because of the industrialization, globalization, today we are not confining ourselves to the region where we are born, to the district where we are born. We are crossing districts. We are moving from the cities far off our own hometowns, and then we need to travel rapidly from one place to another place, and to meet our relatives, to work at far off places in order to grow and achieve better success in the life. So as the time passed on, the people started to travel rapidly. In the traveling methods or the means are like road, by road we travel, then by rail and by air. Now by road, when we are traveling, we are facing many kind of accidents, because people are driving the vehicles in the rash manner, over speed, drunken drive cases, and people are not conscious of what they are doing. The restless people, the people those who are over drunken, those who don't care of the speed, those who feel that speed thrills them. So these kind of all attitudes have resulted that 80,000 people in India are found to be dead only in the road accidents. This is really a horrific situation. We have one tragic incident happening on the live evidence recently, that a bus which is traveling from Bangalore to Hyderabad was burned, caught fire and burnt, in which all the 40 passengers were burnt alive, in which we have the families, small children, and an young aspirant who got his job, who is going back to talk to his family and share his happiness, where they lost everything. So these kind of damages are damaging, or these kind of accidents are resulting in the entire loss of the family's hope. Sometimes they lose the entire families. So these kind of things can be stopped with small proper care. We have to follow certain do's and don'ts. Do's: do drive slowly. Have license only after you acquire 18 years of age. Do not give vehicles for those who have not crossed 18 years of age, who don't have proper driving license, who don't know how to drive in the traffic, who don't know how to control the vehicles. Do not allow the people to drive when they have a drunken stage. Do not allow the people, those who are completely restless and tired, and do not allow the people, those who are angry and upset. Please, if we can take small precautions, this would result in stopping a great damage to your family or somebody else's family whom you are going to hit in your frustration, anger, drunken stage, speed thrilling stage. So these kind of all things can be avoided with small care. And the government has decided we need to bring awareness for the people on the issue of safety. So every year in January from 2006 they started the Road Safety Week,